Hello and welcome to PaxAriaGaming. This is Reg with episode number 8 of Code Vein 2. We are at Pioneer Castle. This is where we left off in episode 7. And we are making our way to the control room. Pioneer Castle is probably the biggest dungeon or area that we've been to yet. I guess biggest building that we've been to yet. Stuck on the door. And I died because I was stuck on the door. Had the wrong forme equipped. Jeez, not a good start. This is Lyle's questline that we are continuing. All of the quest lines have been pretty good. Jose's was good. Lyle's was good, and up next is Holly.
Let's go.
And after Holly, Lavinia will reveal who the next ones are. I think there are a total of 5. I always knew there was a total of 5, but we could only see, there were only 3 that she mentioned initially. Not quite sure why they did it that way and not just said 5. Unless there was some expectation that you would remember it from the previous game. I'm not sure. Hopefully I get less loss in this because we're in a actual structure instead of outside than I have been. I'm getting lost as hell in this game. But even while getting lost, it's still fun to explore. It's when you get lost and you end up going around in the same loop over and over and over again is when it gets frustrating. And there are some areas like that, especially in this structure. You'll see from the map when we look at the map. It's a fairly large area. Parts of it look alike.
We've got enemies down low.
And you can see the little breadcrumbs on the map, on the mini-map. I think they last forever. I'm not sure whether they do or not. You can see doors as well. Weird thing is, when you open a door, it shows the door open, and then sometimes that same door ends up being closed. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Or maybe it's when I go to a mistal and sort of rest that happens. Really not sure. But it hasn't limited us, so I'm not too worried about it.
Hold on, I'm on my way. Whoops. built this. We're all clear over here. We're on our way now. I'll let you know when we reach the control room. The newbie? Of course. Not a scratch on him. They've got the stuff to hang with our best fighters already. You better watch out, or else the Dawn Chorus might find themselves with a new captain.
Incursion time.
Hey, what's wrong? Just our luck, damn it. Another incursion.
Hey kid, you alright? That's a nasty looking cut you got.
Please, don't kill me. I don't have much blood left. Please, forgive me.
You're a blood bag, aren't you? Wanna come with me? Hey, you're all scratched up, Lyle. Big tumble?
I was picking herbs to treat everyone who's hurt.
That's very thoughtful of you. But we can't have you getting hurt now, can we?
Oh, these are just scratches. Everyone else is always looking out for me, right? That's why I want to help out too, so we can be with everyone forever and ever.
What do you mean I can't fight without your permission?
Exactly what it sounds like. Until we take Pioneer Castle, I'll decide when you can or can't fight.
That's a pile of crap. Why are you still treating me like a kid? I can fend for myself now.
That's an order, soldier. You fight without regard for yourself. I'm not going to watch you dig your own grave.
Those were my memories. It's just like the last time you saw me in my barn. I was weak then. Too many people got hurt in my place. Even if these bones turn to dust. I'm glad you seem all right. These incursions shouldn't be happening so often. And the memories they're always so bizarre. It's like there must be something unique about you. Until now, I'd never shared my past with anyone. Not willingly, at least. But there's something about you. It doesn't seem to bother me as much when it's you. Funny, isn't it? About time.
Okay, so no healing upgrades yet. I'm guessing we'll probably find one or two of the little plants, the nectar thingies in here somewhere. I don't think we'll find the little regeneration things in here, though. They're much rarer, and I've only ever seen them in regeneration towers. And I guess you wouldn't put a tower inside of this castle. I think you wouldn't, but I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so I guess we have to get to the other side of this as we work our way through. Remember this enemy type. I do believe in using the bequeath forme. I love using them. Okay, well, I guess the door is a bit of a barrier. Let's see if he comes outside. Okay, nope. This makes it a little bit easier since he can't come in. I should have been using this. I should have been using the stinger. That would have been easier to get him through the door and to get some blood back. These little ones are actually fairly easy to kill. Yeah, they're tall and intimidating looking, but heart remnant, good. It'll give us the ability to upgrade the bequeath forme. Very, very, very rare item. I
wonder what's on the other side.
I don't know whether we're going to unlock every door. I don't know whether we need to. I think some of the doors are just shortcuts back to a particular area. But once we clear an area, I don't know why we would have to go back to a previous area once we've cleared it. So if I can, I will unlock, but if I get too turned around and can't figure out how to unlock, I'm not gonna stress too much over it. Like I said, this place is vast. Okay, so we can go down, and we have this guy who's okay, probably not a good idea to use the yeah, okay. Since he clearly is a marksman, probably not a good idea to try to use a slow forme on him. He's shooting a rifle up, I guess it's a bayonet with one hand. Oh, he used two hands at that time, alright. Alright, we got it. You made me use a bunch of heals on that one. Okay. Okay, now we got a grenade launcher up over there. We got the big enemy who's going to jump in the air. I now know that I can dodge him pretty easily. And I should have been using a JL to get some blood, but I did not. I got to remember to do that. So we can go up to where the grenade launcher dropped down from. It's just a little item. can go... We came from up there, so let's go through here. Go that way.
Which
we
route
go
do you want to
through.
take?
Yeah, buddy, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, well, this is easy. You just go in, take him out, grab this item, and we go the other way. Since we don't have much of a choice. Yeah, this path is okay because there's only one way to go. It's directing you, so it's not too bad. It's where you have like 4 choices, and you don't know which way is progress. If you have 4 choices, you want progress to be the last choice, and you want to sort of clear the other areas before you take that. But you can't always tell. All right, we have another jumping guy. Okay, so my dual blades does proc poison. Does it? No, maybe not yet. Not yet. I'm jumping ahead. But I am going to get venom and add venom to it so that I can sort of add poison. Okay, that was pretty loud. Well, I guess the good thing is before you reset an area, you can tell where you've been, because if there's loot there, and if you know how I've been playing, I've been picking up all the loot that I can find. So if there's loot...
Where's that key?
Yeah, bunker key. If there's loot, it means I haven't been in the area. So I have to be careful about where I decide to reset. So if I go to a new missile and I reset, assuming I don't go back to a path that I've already cleared, I should be good. And this castle is basically a giant triangle with 3 anchors at each of its points. And a control room would be... Yeah, as you can see, there you go. The control room would be near the one at the top, near the anchor circle thing at the top. And so that's the goal, to work our way there so we can unlock the gate and let Craig and his guys in.
Let's stop for a bit.
Okay, so this is a new missile. The West Wing residential block.
I'll have to work hard to keep up.
Level 60, not bad. So we have an item, we have an enemy, actually a couple of items. I'm destroying the furniture in a room. All right, we have a couple of enemies. Oh, that one didn't even... The other one didn't even... Okay, let's grab this and then we'll go take out the other guy. He didn't even acknowledge our presence. He just... I killed his little puppy and he just did nothing. Yeah, early in the game they were intimidating, now they're not. And part of it might be that I'm leveling up pretty quickly and upgrading whenever I can.
Open sesame.
Okay. We have slime and a door on the other side.
Too many.
We're going to grab that item over there before we drop down. I think there's only one slime left. We took out the other two. I guess that's dialogue from if we had just dropped down before taking them out. Oh well, sorry, I'm wrong. There's 3 down here. So there must have been a total of...
Good work. Keep it up.
He said too many. I guess that meant there was a total of 6 of them down here. Which would have been a lot to have to deal with. The other good thing about upgrading health is that you don't run out as quickly as you would have. You know, when you start getting up to 10 or 11 heals, you actually can get through an entire area. You can get through an entire area without running out of heals. Whereas before, I would always be at like 0 by the time I got to the next mistle. Yeah, I need to change that. And I haven't really worried too much about upgrading or reaching full proficiency with blood codes as we're going through this. I may be using Lyle's. I can't remember who I have equipped right now. Nope, no friendly duel. Not right now. I'll be facing you as a boss at some point later. I know it. Hopefully you'll be less difficult than Jose was. Okay, we're continuing to explore Pioneer Castle. Like I said, it's a pretty big castle. With lots of doors.
That ought to make life easier.
Okay, so this is a shortcut door. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of my lost moments. Like, okay. Oh. Buddy was sitting down on a job. Not quite sure what he was supposed to be doing, but he definitely wasn't doing his job. He allowed us to sneak up behind him, even though he's fully armored, and get another one. You guys all not paying attention to the entrances. You're looking at the wall. The other guy was on a lunch break. See, he's at least on a job, right? He's like, okay, what are you guys doing coming up the steps? Okay, we're making progress.
Anything around?
Nope, just seeing where to go to next.
What's up? Need to stock up.
Yeah, this. I think the Stinger is more effective in enclosed spaces. Plus, it's not like any of these enemies are flying around. I mean, I think the bat is helpful in some circumstances, but not necessarily here. Let's take the elevator. Okay, more haze for us.
I think you missed something.
Okay, what do we have here?
What in the world?
Mighty Smash. Sounds like something you would use with an axe or a hammer. Okay. Got that.
A fork in the road. Your move.
Okay, we will continue our little. We gotta drop down. Our attempt to snag every item we can. I don't know where he came from. Unless he was in the corner staring at a wall like the other guys did. Oh no, he may have come from upstairs. Got it. Okay. Okay, I put a map marker down just to make sure I knew where I was going. But I see I can't get there anyway. Okay, so we took him out, but I was trying to figure out how to get to the over there. There's another enemy down there. But even if I take him out, I guess I can go down right there. But how do I get over there is the question.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Yeah, one of the good things about about the game is that I think the maps and layouts. Wow, this room is full of them. Okay, we have a chest that I did not know was here, but I think the maps are helpful in some regards. But this is a fairly complex building, as you can see from the mini-map.
Don't drop it.
Lost bayonet. How'd you get over there? Have I been here before? Why was Lyle on the other side of the door? Okay, I guess I should be looking at landmarks as well. So we have the little fat boy, looks like hot dog stand. We have a little patio area. Make a note, unless there are like 5 of these different areas that look the same, but hopefully not. We have a little cafeteria looking place. I think we've been here, because I think that door over there is a door that needs a bunker key. We'll see. Let's see if that's the bunker door key place. We've been here before. Yeah, I think we definitely have. That's what I get for not blocking any of those shots. And that's the Forme that I got from Jose. The bequeath Forme that I got from Jose. It's a great one-shot weapon. If you can pull it off before getting knocked out of your stance. Okay, we finally made it to where I was trying to get to.
Time for a break.
Okay, this one is the central stairwell. Okay, so progress.
I'm impressed.
Got a couple of levels out of that. Okay, so this should get us pretty close to... Let's see if this opens.
Shut tight.
Nope. Okay, so we're not done yet. Alright, we want to get to the command room from here. We'll explore I guess that's the eastern side of that triangle looking thing as well, but now that we've gotten to the central part, it should be a little bit easier to navigate our way to the control room. Should be. See, I'm telling you, even cuts through the shields. But I guess in a boss fight, what you want is for the boss to be aggroed onto your partner before you use it. If you can position yourself behind the boss, but a lot of the major bosses move around a lot. I would love to use it against one of the metagen bosses. The reason I say that is because they're huge bosses and they're usually sort of stay in one spot. I mean, they move around, but not so much that you wouldn't be able to pull it off. I love that. And it's not even upgraded. I don't know how many of those hearts that we'll find. Hopefully I'm not upgrading the wrong stuff. Earlier I was just upgrading everything, but if there's a limited number of those hearts that you need to upgrade the bequeath for me, it probably would make sense for me to not indiscriminately upgrade. I think those little hearts are rare items. I think the max upgrade for the Forme is 5. And the Statesman's bow, you don't get from a boss. I got that from a chest in one of the ruins. I like using that one as well. and I have upgraded that. At some point, I'm going to be using a bayonet. So I'll probably end up using the statesman bow less. The thing, though, is that with the statesman bow, you can target enemies at a greater distance than you can with the bayonet. With the bayonet, because it's a weapon, you have to lock on to a target. Whereas with the statesman bow, you don't lock on, you aim and you target and you shoot that way. If I were using a bayonet in this example, I would have to lock on, and I wouldn't be able to lock on from that distance. So yeah, so there are benefits, but I think I'm still going to always use it for just the sheer ability to take enemies out at a distance, or to at least kite them over to where I am. And of course to unlock the map jammers. So instead of having to run all the way someplace to smack the map jammer once or twice, you just hit it once with, like this. This is an example. The map jammer over there. You just aim at it and you unlock the map. Versus going over and hitting it 2 or 3 times. But I have to go over there anyway, right? So we've unlocked that eastern quadrant. I guess it's not a quadrant if there's only 3 areas. So the eastern part to a door, and we can go up. We have a sharpshooter guy. Okay, well, it looks like we're gonna be. Well, I was gonna say, it looks like we're gonna be forced to go through that door, but that's not true because we can go further up. We can go up here. An enemy at the end. Who apparently is not paying attention to us. So we knocked him over the ledge. He didn't die because we didn't get his haze. And I can see him on the mini-map running back around. That was funny. Code Vein's version of a Spartan kick. So we have an item, we have an enemy, an item, and a little ladder to get the item, and then we have some stairs. I'm loving this forme. Oh my god. It's my favorite of the moment. We'll see how it works against fast-moving bosses. Certainly, I would find it difficult to use against a flying boss, right? The other thing is you can expect to get one from each of the bosses that you face as well. Like I said, this one, that one was from Jose. I'm guessing Lyle's going to give us one as well when we get to the point where we're actually dealing with the Hero Lyle. And then Holly, who's the next one, will give us one as well, or should give us one as well. And then whoever the last 2 bosses are should give us one as well. So not only do you get blood codes from them, you get bequeath forme, and of course, as you are leveling up their blood codes, you get improved blood codes. And when you go back to Lavinia, after you've upgraded the blood codes, she will give you boosters as a result of upgrading blood codes. So win-win-win. There's no reason not to explore and all that good stuff. And for the people who sort of got hung up on, well, is it Souls-like, or is it Neo-like, or is it this, that, or the other? It's just its own game. I mean, you know, I don't... Yeah, sometimes I'll do some comparisons, but, you know, once you start playing and you get into the story, you just play it. I mean, it's a unique story, right? You're delving back and forth into the past to influence the future, even though Lavinia told us not to do that. So we're fighting these bosses. Oddly, we're befriending them, and then we end up having to release them, I guess is the word that would be used, which is different. It's different, sort of poignant, right? Especially because you become friends with them. Like in the case of Jose actually married Pax, right? And in the end, she asked Pax to put an end to her suffering, and, you know, in the hopes that it would influence the future. Okay, well, that didn't do as much damage as I had hoped. I'm not sure why. Maybe he was just at the edge of the range. Alright, lock on. Gotcha that time, though. Okay, I was wondering, where is Lyle? I'm up here fighting for my life, and he's down there. He's fighting. Okay, let's grab this stuff. Over that very tall ladder. And we have an item over there that we can get, which we are going to get. This is an example of, okay, so which way is progression? Come here, we grab this. Maybe we were already there. Okay, let's climb the tall ladder after dropping down accidentally in the other space and having to make our way back here. It's interesting when you see a passage that's clogged up and you can't get through it, and you're like, okay, I know I have to get to the other side. Okay. Alright, so we're slowly but surely making progress. Yeah, if I get a chance to set up for that bequeath for me, I'm always going to use it. That was a good setup. He was busy working on Lyle, not paying attention to me. Again, it'll be interesting to see how it works on bosses that sort of move around a lot. So I'm saying, oh, I think it's great. May not turn out that way. We'll see. We got Mr. Sharpshooter out there. He's confidently aiming his bayonet and just fucking me up. And then he walks up and kicks me in the face. He's gonna kill me. Wow. And he did. Gotcha. That's what you get, buddy. Pain in the ass enemy.
Keep it somewhere safe.
Okay, we got Birdman over here. Let's get fully healed.
It's a struggle. Stay sharp.
Blaming the camera angle on that one.
Push through.
Had me pinned against the wall. Took care of his little puppy as well. Grab this item. Yeah, this episode so far has been one of exploring this sort of massive castle here. And also picking up tons of upgrade materials, which is good. Can't complain about that. Okay, finally. This must be the control room area.
About time.
Command room, not control room. In front of the command room.
I'll have to work hard to keep up.
Alright. We spent almost an hour getting here, but it's okay, because we had to unlock doors and open up other parts.
What on earth? He's the deputy director of the bureau. Damn it, this is ridiculous.
Alright, sorry for the weird
what grounds
cut.
does he make us out to be criminals? We never raised a hand
We
against
lost about
the bureau.
15 minutes of video here.
Wait, no. When I died, did the chorus... Back then, we were a small-time operation. I mean, a crew barely worth the notice. We had a sponsor, one who would send us supplies, but Craig must have been working for Gobo in exchange for his aid. We took on the Bureau's dirty work to tide us over. Out of necessity, Craig complied with Gobo so we could survive. But then I died. On one of their missions. I died. And to revive me, Craig, he turned me on the spot. He turned me. But he couldn't let the progenitors find out about it. If word got out that I was an illegally turned revenant, the Bureau would have had me arrested on the spot. So Craig defied Gobo. He rebelled against Revenant law and the Bureau. Now it all adds up. That's why, of course that's why, Craig didn't want me to fight, to be reckless. It was to protect me, but also, it was to protect the rest of the crew. What a fool I am. How could I have protected them when I was the one who needed protecting? All along, through every battle and every bloody field we've slogged through, I have been the biggest obstacle to their dream. But then... just keep protecting them. I guess that's true. If they've been risking their necks for me all this time, then why can't I do the same? Thank you. Sincerely, thank you. I'd be lost without you. Let's go find Craig and the others. We'll talk it out. And we can figure everything out from there.
We're under attack! The enemy is in the castle! Ah!
What happened? Hey! Answer me! Damn it. I can't believe they got reinforcements in already. We need to get back there, quick! Help me out!
Of course.
You're here! There was something not normal about the Revenants who attacked us. They've been tampered with. Please, go and help the captain!
You've gotten even stronger, eh? Get
Away from her!
Lyle!
I'm sorry, everyone. I was a fool. How could I be so blind? You were looking out for me all this time, and I never realized it. This feud with the progenitors. Every time they've come after us. This is all my fault. I dragged you into my damn mess. I'm so sorry, Craig. I gave you hell about that stupid rule every time. And all along, it was for my sake.
What? Now where in the hell did you hear that?
As long as I'm here, these attacks will never stop. They'll keep hunting the chorus, putting everyone's lives in danger.
Lyle!
But even so, I want to stay with the chorus. I want to protect you any way I can. I swear I will. Swear on my life! I want to keep looking out for you. Because I want all of you to look out for me. We can seize the future we want, together! Will you help me?
That's always been the plan, you damned idiot.
Well, seems you're the reason I can finally be honest with myself. Looks like I'm running up quite a tab with you, aren't I? Now, let's
Let's finish this.
Well, the good news is we've faced enemies like this particular one before. So we know it just dodges blades. And Lyle seems to be doing a lot of damage. Okay, let's try this again. Try to be a little less careless this time. Okay, not that bad.
Thank you. Every one of you.
I kept the truth from Lyle so it wouldn't weigh him down. In hindsight, that was foolish of me. He's always been a fine fighter, but he's become a better man than I gave him credit for. You influenced his growth as a person, For that, I'm truly grateful. Our final task is to reboot the furnace. Can I ask you to do the honors? If you take the elevator down and make a right, you'll find the door to the furnace. It's already unlocked. I'd like you to reignite our hearth.
Okay, to the furnace we go.
Let's roll.
We're so close. Our goal is just ahead. And a new beginning for us all. So, what do you want to do now? Between you and me, the sky's the limit.
Job well done. One and all, a job well done. From here on out, looks like the Dawn Chorus has a home again. I like the Scar. It's a fitting name for all the wounds we bear. Some of us marked for exile, others unwanted from birth. But we all had an urge to claw back at the world, to tear down its indifference, to proclaim our existence. That rage, it fueled our struggle. And the struggle became our journey. Here we stand. Now, let history know your names. Let the world hear you! The Scar belongs to us! And for our two noble comrades who led us here at last, I'd like to offer this humble gift. We use the furnace to inscribe the insignia of the Dawn Chorus. Consider it a mark of our victory and bond. Our blades have cut through the sorrow. Now we travail the road to tomorrow. That will never change.
Thank you, Craig. Everyone. And of course, you.
This is where our future begins. You two are the best.
Well, looks like we've got our work cut out for us. Well, friends, where do we begin?
Just tell us what you need, Craig. After all this time, there's damn near nothing we can't do.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What say you, my friend? It's all right. I had a hunch this time would come. You're needed elsewhere. Duty calls, yeah? Don't let us hold you back. It's farewell for now, not forever, right? You can drop by anytime.
So, your road leads you elsewhere then. So be it. Don't worry, my friend. I'll look out for the chorus. For all our friends here. until you come home again. And I know you will. Have you heard of the summoning forma? There's a limit on the range, I know. But in a pinch, I can rush right to your aid. If you need me, I'm there. We have a bond now. One I never knew I would. But it's more than enough to forge a contract. I'll engrave a shard of my power within you. Looks like it worked. If you need me, you call me. And even if I'm beyond Voice's reach, never forget the chorus's vow. Even in the longest night, even on the hardest road, our hearts are one. Until the day we meet again, my friend. I'll be waiting.
Oh, right. I have a farewell gift for you. This forma was the weapon I used to support the chorus. With your skills, I know you'll be able to make it sing. Be seeing ya. Take care of yourself.
Okay, let's head back to the present.
Time jump successful. And we did it. Somehow, we got our key too. Hold on just a moment. I'll go ahead and scan the database. This should let us know about any alterations. Whether or not anything in the past managed to change the present in some way. I've collated the data. It seems no major changes have been made to the original timeline. But one way or another, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to slay the Hero Lyle.
You're back. I see. Very good. It looks like you managed to get a hold of the key after all. At long last, it's time to lay Lyle to rest and start to save our world. You look rather ambivalent to this, which is understandable. You spent a good deal of time together. I know it's hard, but try to put it behind you. The price of failure is too steep.
That may be true, but Lyle... No, not just Lyle. The whole chorus was...
Stop. Whatever you saw, keep it to yourself. We're expressly forbidden from discussing anything you may have done in the past. How you act on anything you've seen, or anything you've heard, is ultimately up to you. But it is the cardinal rule of this mission. I wish I could lessen your burden. I truly do. But it is our duty not to overstep our bounds. We'll get started whenever you're ready.
You seem lost in thought.
Okay, let's see if we can get some new boosters or any upgrades from
You
her.
have successfully eliminated the hero Jose.
Yep, a while ago.
She was long victim to the tragedy of her own life. But that very life she gave is a shining light for the future. As you were right in what you've done, so was she. Ah, you've mastered a new blood code. Close your eyes. There. Successfully extracted.
Yeah, I don't use,
I pray this power behooves our quest
I
to
don't use
stave
one-handed
off
swords, so
ruin.
it's not going to be helpful. I guess if I ever switch to one, then I'll have it at my disposal. Let's give her something and see if we can't get a gift in return.
A most precious gift indeed. Is it no trouble?
Okay. I don't seem to mess up with giving her gifts. With Iris, though, I goofed a couple of times.
I await your return.
The hero Jose, a revenant who fell victim to her very own powers. Though we tend to talk more of the many lives lost in her rampage. In life, she was exceedingly skilled and held in high esteem. Someone well respected, I imagine, even by those whose lives her powers would one day claim. If you get your hands on a remnant I need, I'd appreciate if you could give it to me. I'll use them to make you stronger, so it's a win-win. Thanks.
Okay, so I guess the rule of thumb should be that after every one of
If you
the
get your hands on a
after every one of the hero bosses, we should come back here and speak to Lavinia.
Not exactly sure what you want me to do with this, but thanks anyway.
Yeah, that's an example of not giving her the right gift. But you can still receive
Take
a
care.
gift in return, so not too bad.
How are you doing? We must press on, now that Jose has been defeated, of course. But it might do us some good to take time to mend our wounded hearts. Oh, I've always loved these, you know. I'll take good care of it. Thank you. Let me know if you have need of me.
The way the records talk of the hero Jose as a leader who treated everyone equally, revenant or human, really stuck out to me. I bet she would have made a fine ally. You probably experienced that firsthand, didn't you? If you find any engraved weapons, could you bring them to me? I'd appreciate it. Thanks, I guess. But what exactly am I supposed to do with it?
Okay, yeah, I don't know what to give him. But anyway, there's a total of 3 of these weapons that we need to find for him. We found one and returned it to him, and they're in each of the areas.
Yeah.
So one in Sunken City, one in Corroded Scar, and one in the Undead Forest. So before we leave Corroded Scar, we probably should find it. Or maybe not. We have fast travel points all over the place now, so we may not need to do it that way. But in any case, it is time to face the hero Lyle.
almost there. You tread upon our promised land of eternal bliss and prosperity. A future to last us forevermore. I hear so many voices. It's them. They never stop. Always echoing, echoing, echoing. Who are you? Who? Why dare you to trespass upon our time? Ah, I see. You're just another horror. Don't worry, my friends. Wait a while. Stay back and let this one fall to my blade. I will ward off this wretched past myself. This won't take long.
Won't look back. Fight to the end.
The camera angle is horrible. Okay, that weapon, if it hits you, those gears are going to do continual damage to you. I see how that works now.
They're all gone. Did I do this? Someone answer me. Someone! Anyone! You. I know. You faced. I remember. We spoke of building a future. Get out of my mind!
Okay, I only have 2 heals left. So maybe I'll consider this a test phase. Let's see what happens. Since he's got like 3 swords. 2 of them with the spinning gear thingies. Okay, no problem. We did okay for first attempt. Almost halfway. Got him to a second phase. I think we're gonna get him this time. We'll see.
We've been discovered. Brace yourself.
Yeah, should have gotten out of that his AoE range. I did not, but doing decent. Can't see what he's doing. Okay, that's what he's doing. Wait, Jose was a big boss too, but I don't remember the camera angles being this bad. Use the Jose's bequeath form on him. We're back where we were last time. We have 5 heals, so we should be able to make it. Avoid the lightning AoEs. Good damage. Let him do his blood screen, if that's what he's doing. Oh no, I probably could have gotten a critical on him. It's too far away. Yep. I thought he was going to do the blood scream, and instead he was stunned, and I missed it, but it's okay. It's alright. Get out of the corner. Keep blocking. Sorry, Lou. Oh, okay. Alright, buddy, are you gonna just spam those? Nope, gotcha. Get in there, get some hits in. Get the foreman done. Got it. Chunk his health. Yeah, he's done. Yep. Good job, Lou. All right.
Saved me. Again. It's you. After so very long. There's nothing left. Nothing here for any of us. All our dreams from back then. Gone. Do it.
Gobo's forces are headed this way. Judging by its numbers, he's coming for the kill. And there's my mother. My poor mother in her current state. We defy augury, but all for nothing. Are we just destined to lose everything?
I refuse to accept that. I'll stop Imogen. I can do it. Believe me, Craig. Listen to me. I will not let the scar fall. Never. Then I'll be back. I'll join you right after. On my blade, I will raise the blackguards who dare turn their weapons on us to the ground. We'll stop them here and now, Craig.
So be it, Lyle. We'll hold the surface until you get back. See you on the other side.
I wish there was another way. But we'll have to settle this score now. I need to do this. For the future of the Dawn Chorus. For Craig. And for the long-awaited homecoming of our friend.
Imogen! You die here!
They're gone. All of them. Something must have happened. Where'd they go? Where did everyone go? Answer me! Thank you, my dear friend. Finally. Now I can make amends.
The hero Lyle is no more. But what were those memories we saw at the end? It looked like the scar was struck by another catastrophe. Is that why Lyle vanished from history? We know he eventually became a hero of the upheaval. Historically, we can't afford to alter that. But this is so unbearably tragic. What if we were to try again? Couldn't we alter his fate for the better?
No. A job well done. Thank you. Our work in that timeline is now finished. I strongly suggest you move on to your next mission.
Yes. You're right. Still, Lyle.
Remember what I told you? What you do in the past is your decision. If your judgment tells you the mission isn't over, you have the freedom to revisit that past if you wish. It's not my place to stop you. Rest assured, whatever your objectives may be, I will continue to support you in completing them. But I want to reiterate that I prefer we move on. Understand? You've done your duty. Meddling with the past, meddling to excess. There's always a chance it can potentially reverse all the progress you've made so far. Think on it. Do you really want to risk having to kill Lyle again? Please, give it some careful thought. Above all else, try to weigh your feelings against what is at stake here.
We will be doing exactly what she told us not to do, but not yet. We're going to take on the hero Holly next, her quest line. And when we're done with that, we may...
You have successfully eliminated the hero Jose.
Let's see what we get here.
She was long victim to the trap, as you were right in what you've done. So, new revenants you cross paths with will lead you to new blood codes. Pay me a visit when you've mastered one.
Okay, so I haven't mastered a new one yet.
I await your return.
So yeah, so we're gonna do, it's sort of an alternate time shift thing for each of the heroes. But I'm not sure when I should do them.
This is for fine-tuning your equipment.
There's one for Jose, there's one for Lyle now. I guess we'll wait a bit. We'll go ahead and do Holly's quest line. And then maybe we'll come back to that. We'll either do it after Holly.
It is done.
Or after, or before the last hero. I don't want to save it until post-game or end-game, so I'd rather do it before we get to the last boss. Okay, so Holly's supposed to be out here somewhere.
I wonder if there is a way to open it.
Yeah, we need to do something else because we don't have a key to get in there, and she's in there. We talked to the lady outside. We talked to her. She wasn't very helpful, except save Holly.
Who goes there? No one gets in. I'll protect her.
But she's not giving us the key to get in, so...
True. Let's rest up. It can't be. These plants produce a nectar that stimulates regenerative
So we have
abilities.
another golden nectar. We're just trying to find an alternate entrance. Here we go.
This place seems dangerous.
This is the cave that will lead us into the undead forest. Actually, it will lead us to a transition area that leads to the undead forest. The collapsed tunnel. So we'll work our way through this little tunnel structure. And on the other side of it should be this little transition area that then is connected to the undead forest. So I don't know why it needs two transition zones. Oh, I know. Got it. I thought maybe this was one of those pathos things, but it's not. There's the map jammer. Okay, we'll follow the only path that's available to us. The music makes it sound like there's some kind of a boss down here. And that's because there is. Let's change our gear since he's not really paying attention to us. I'm guessing this is a little bit of a one and done boss. He doesn't seem too tough. I think we faced something like him early in the Sunken City. Very early. And if you look at his health bar, you'll see he's not like a real boss. And he doesn't have a big health bar. He has a... I knew I should have tried to dodge his little blood screen. Lots of little swipe moves. He almost got me that time. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. But what was he guarding? It's not anything down here. Well, I guess there's one item down here. Was it worth it? Pure platinum. Yeah, that was it. It's weird. This really big boss room, and there's just that one item, not even a chest, just one upgrade item. Okay, no problem. We will make our way through the rest of this little structure.
I'll be right there.
Looks like something you could knock down, but there's no reason to since the boss is no longer with us. Looks like we're going to hang a right. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the collapsed tunnel. So it was just a transition zone. Not quite sure the purpose of it, but I guess is to make it different from where we've already been. There used to be a lot of these types of games that did that. Now it seems fewer and fewer. You know, you just have a loading screen rather than a transition zone. But in this particular case, you have a whole zone.
We're approaching the undead forest now. Before we head in, let's go over what we know.
Okay.
It is home to a sanatorium where research was conducted on corruptions caused by the resurgence. One of the heroes served as director of the sanatorium. Her name was Holly, otherwise known as the Reaper Witch. Holly is a revenant of Luxuria bloodline, whose members are born with access to a rare ability, namely, the power to heal. Holly used her gift to palliate the suffering of many of her patients, including her own father. But during one of their treatments, she made a tragic blunder that drove them into a frenzy. In the end, she killed them all. That's how she came to be known by the epithet of the Reaper Witch. Though branded a criminal, she was later summoned to combat the upheaval and went dormant in her cocoon. Holly's pathos still lingers strongly in the forest. Tread carefully while venturing through. Shall we rest a while?
Okay, we're going to basically start the zone.
Brace yourself.
We have a new enemy type here, sort of like a ghost-like enemy. But apparently they still have health and can be dispatched just like all the other enemies. Not bad. We're obviously not going to complete the Undead Forest in this episode, but we at least will at least start. We'll make our way to an area called the Plagued Village, and then we'll stop there. We're an hour and almost 2 hours in, and we'll probably end up at the 2-hour mark. And then in the next episode, we will continue Holly's questline. That would be episode number 9. I don't know that we'll get a chance to meet Holly before we end this episode, since we know she's at the sanatorium.
The Undead Forest spans ahead of us.
Thank you, Lou. There are map jammers that we need to destroy in order to unlock the map. There's one right here. I think there are 3 of them in this area. Oh. Okay. I'm not quite sure what that structure is down there. What is that? Oh, we passed through there. It didn't look like that, and we couldn't really go anywhere else. So maybe there's an underground section or a elevated section that we didn't see that maybe we'll get if we go back. Another one of these ghost guys. Yeah, they act just like all the other enemies though, so not too bad. Not very smart, he just kept walking into my stinger. Okay. Okay, so we're at the Plague Village. We'll continue exploring for a few more minutes. Why not? I said 2 hours. We're not quite there yet. I don't know how big the... Oh, okay. This could be helpful.
A letter addressed to the hero Holly. I have my doubts it ever reached her. This must be medicine prescribed to a patient. There's a message written on the pouch, too.
Okay. Those were key items, but I don't know. There's another key item.
Holly's pathos is concentrated here. Let's have a look around. This looks to be a patient's diary chronicling
Sorry
their
for cutting you
affliction.
off, Lou.
Perhaps we should
Sometimes I'm not sure when the dialogue is done or not. When I hit the trigger, if she's still speaking, it cuts her off. If she's finished speaking and I hit the trigger and she's not finished with her dialogue, it continues the dialogue. Okay. I did, by the way, go back and put venom on my dual blades. Just in case you're wondering, what is that purple stuff? In order to do it, you needed to get, I think it's called the Breath of Venom, and go to the gunsmith back at Magmau and have her transform the weapon. You can do fire, you can do lightning, you can do poison. I don't know what else you can do, but there are a number of them that you can add in. So if you want to, let's say, get the same weapon and just use different... I'm not being focused here. If you want to get the same weapon and use different... put different types of attributes on it, you can do that. But you can't put two of them on the same weapon. There's also a salve that you can put on your weapon that creates venom as well, but you get a limited number of those. I guess you can probably buy it from someone, but you do get a limited number. So I prefer to actually turn the weapon into a venom weapon to do a little bit more damage over time. I think you can probably do the same thing with fire. I'm not sure which is more potent, whether fire or poison is more potent. But it's a venom weapon. It's going to stay a venom weapon. I don't know whether I'll add fire to something else to try it. I, just changed it not that long ago, so we'll see how it works out in Holly's Undead Forest. And we'll see how it works against bosses. I think that's more important. It doesn't, it doesn't proc on them immediately. So you do have to get some hits in order to, you'll see when the status effect takes effect. I don't know how many times you have to swing in order to get it. It's definitely not immediate. And it doesn't last forever. So if you manage to put it on an enemy, the question becomes, I guess if you keep hitting the enemy, you can reapply it. I guess that's the way to do it. You'll see a little thing that tells you that particular... Oh, okay, that was stupid. You see a little icon that lets you know that status effect has been procced on them. Basically the same thing happened to us when we were fighting the Metagen earlier. When she was poisoning us, you can see that effect. And it's not permanent, but it does take your health down over time. And maybe if you combine it with the one that you can apply to the weapon that you can buy, maybe it does more damage. I don't know. But we'll try it out in this section and see what happens. Now we're just trying to make our way to the other side of the plagued village, which should take us directly to the forest. And we're trying to unlock the other map jammer. Like I said, there are 3. Now, I don't know how straightforward this one is going to be. Lyle's was straightforward until we got to Pioneer Castle, and then we wound our way, getting lost every step of the way. This doesn't look like it's an area that you're going to get lost in. Okay, this enemy firing these blood balls at me are annoying. See, that shows the status effect. In this particular case, it's slow. So you'll always see whatever status effect you're able to proc on the enemy. Okay, we have a
It can't be. These plants
golden
produce
nectar.
that
Very good.
stimulates regenerative abilities.
Since we're back in an outside area, I'm guessing we're going to probably find a couple of those. An enemy ahead. Let's check over here first. We have a fog door, so there's a looks like a field boss in that area off to the left. We have a church to our right. And this little area down here. We have a map jammer. Nice. There's one more. Actually, there's one more and it's behind us. So we missed one somewhere along the line. I knew there were 3. Yeah, this is... The enemy won't do that if you're close. It's only when you're a distance away that he will fire those little ball things at you. So I need to get close. Yeah, when you're far away, they always do that. If you're close, they won't do that. Alright, we got another enemy inside the church who's guarding an item.
You've healed all that you can. It's dangerous to
Yeah, I know. I just want to do this and then we're going to wrap up. Assuming I don't end up dying. Oh, okay, she can block that with her shield. Interesting. I don't think I ever paid attention to the fact that all of the enemies that have shields can actually block your jail if they have the shield up. Interesting. We have a ladder and we have the item. Let's grab the item and then we'll take the ladder. Pure platinum 5 or 6? 5. 6. And then whatever this is, let's climb this ladder. Probably taking us to another item or maybe a chest. We haven't found any. Oh, big ladder. Okay,
valuable resource.
Yep, there's a chest there. Okay, let's try our Spartan kick thing again. Okay, alright. That one did not survive the fall. What's in the chest? Fangs of a Hunter, dual blades. I have tried using the rune blades, and I just can't get used to them. Maybe I'll try again. See, because they're supposed to be pretty OP, but I cannot get used to the rune blades. So maybe, I don't know, when I do a little bit more exploring, I'll try while I'm exploring again. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning and wrap up. And then when we come back in the next episode, we'll make it through the rest of the plagued forest, fighting whatever is in that behind that fog door, and then moving forward, and then eventually making our way to Holly's domain, the sanatorium. We'll meet her, we'll meet whoever she has with her, we'll get a quest from her, and then we'll begin in earnest the Hero Holly's quest line. Thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, hit the like button. Uploads every Tuesday and Friday. And please, if you like, subscribe and comment. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys soon. Reg out.